fall ride reborn. The big organized rides kind of dwindled away over time. Owen decided to bring back kind of a last minute smaller version of it today. So I figured if I'm going to get out at all this year, today should probably be one of them. For nothing else, just to get out and say hello to everyone. A lot of folks you're lucky to see even once a year now. The morning fog and wet roads really held on to the last minute, so we had to delay departure. I probably would have came up with a slightly more interesting route to take than this, but we'll do what we have to make it there somewhat on time, while still using as little highway as possible. Well, we're about halfway there. The original plan was to meet up with everyone there in about 7 minutes or so. This is why we always set time frames pretty loosely. And I definitely don't feel like taking highway all the way there. The whole point of today is to make a ride out of it, right? Now getting into a section where the road condition will dictate the pace. And speaking of which, we got a lot of rain over the last couple days. So I imagine a lot of the planned roads, oh look at this, fairly fresh chip seal here. It definitely needed it. But yeah, all that rain we got over the last couple of days, a lot of the places we're planning to go are probably going to be pretty rough because of it. A lot of dirt getting washed out into the roads, I'm sure. Yeah, I'd say they redid the ditches here too, and sprayed them with that hydro seed. I want some of that stuff for my lawn. It's like you can spray it on concrete and you'll have grass in a couple days. These chip seal roads are not great, but the fact that they're cheaper to do means that when they do them, you tend to get longer sections of new road. I know before they fixed this one, we would have been lucky to do 80 through here. Now you can move along fast enough that you actually have to pay attention to the road in case a turn comes up on you. No matter what, you always got to watch around the farms. Nobody wants to slip in cow shit. Oh. That's the end of the new stuff. That was probably one of the worst sections of the road, though. It's good to see. We were up north last weekend. A lot of fall colors up there already. Looks like they're just starting to catch up down here now. Oh. For that chain, wow. We are about 10 minutes late at this point, so that means there's probably like someone showing up there right now. I wouldn't expect anybody to be there on time. Hopefully this time around no fist fights break out. Drive-through in Sussex gets pretty rowdy at times. Little cruise down to Tim Hortons for your morning coffee can dissolve into a full-blown Donnybrook.
I'll do the asshole.
Okay. Uh-oh, we got to oppose the flow of the drive-through. Fork seal's not leaking, excellent. Got a V4 Panigale. Well, no fist fight at the old Tim Hortons today, that's good. Get to listen to Greg's noisy BMW again. Let's see if anybody's got some pent-up wheelies they need out of their system. I love the big streak of dirt down the middle of it. It's funny because before we got going, I was going to tell him, he's always trying to convince me to get one, eh? Yeah. I was going to tell him, like, it's too bad that you got to give up the wheelies if you buy one of those, right? You say he used to wheel, he could probably wheelie a dump truck. I think he used to drive one. So he probably tried. Well, yeah, you just got to lean the box back enough and...
Oh. Is that the same spot?
Yeah. I said I love the dirt trail down the middle of it on the skid plate too.
I remember watching him walk that 650 from here to fucking north.
Naturally, about 3 seconds into it, traffic splits us up. Had to go in there last night and kind of redo my music list. I realized it was seriously lacking in Ride the Lightning. know, putting your signal light on but not actually moving over isn't really accomplishing much. I'm not saying they need to move over, but I mean, they need to make up their mind. Uh-oh, fuel cap open. As far as the shape of this road, it's how bad I've seen it. As bad as I've seen it in the past, this is pretty good. For some reason, it has a bad habit of developing bumps right in the middle of the turns. That guy a wave back there to kind of apologize on behalf of the group. We made it, I think, fully intact. No use kind of stopping back here like we usually do. It's just a 2-minute jump up the road down to the restaurants at the caves, so might as well head there. Well, there was a fair amount of traffic on the way down here, but I don't think we pissed off too many people. Now, I'd imagine we're all going to pass through this covered bridge just whisper quiet. Well, much quieter than I anticipated anyway. We've all been there and done that.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, there's a bunch of caves over here.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Well, that's it. That's the bulk of the fall ride, I guess. Good to get out and see some of these folks. I think every one of us is riding a lot less these days. It's almost like we're all getting older or something. So we should be good for fuel back to Sussex. And we'll refill and make our way home. Gotta get home in time for skating tonight. Bianca's had probably 10 skating lessons so far. And she's basically a pro. I must say, I love going to watch her. She's great. Good Lord, people. I know we might be speeding a bit, but 40? Up to adjust my music and I'm thinking, I bet you Steven's gonna go around me right now. I was right. Scared to death and panicking. Come up on traffic like that and I'm trying to be a nice guy, you know, I don't want to just rip by them and scare the shit out of them, but they get so sketchy. They're all over the road, they're on the brakes, they're looking in their mirrors, not watching where they're going. It's like, I am fully capable of passing you, man. I can do that on my own. I don't need you to screw around like this. If anything, you're just making things worse. We decided to put the fuel stop off till Petty. Well, that's pretty much all that's left to do here. Run down the highway, get some fuel, and keep heading for home. So we're gonna call this the end. So push the buttons, type the words, do the things. We'll see you next time.